Hello everyone. Today I want to talk about a few things that are not all that great here in Cambodia. Not that I'm trying to belittle Cambodia. I live here and I enjoy it thoroughly. But a couple of things real quick. I'm going to talk about things that haven't gotten much airtime. It's got some airtime, but it's not like the major things such as the weather. Yeah, it gets hot. Yeah, it gets humid, and in rainy season it rains a lot, which actually is my favorite time of the year. I'm not going to talk about burning season, although that is getting a little bit better because they're doing a little more plowing than burning here. We're not going to talk about the trash situation all over the place. Well, that's an issue throughout Southeast Asia. And also, I'm not going to talk about health care or health insurance. That's been beaten to death. And also, health insurance, you got to do your own due diligence on that because it's different for everybody. And I bet you it'd even be different for identical twins, you know. Who knows? I don't know. Just thought I'd throw that in. But this is what I'm going to talk about. Here we go. Western food. If you like that occasional Western food, not Khmer food all the time, like I do, a couple times a week, I want to have some good old Western food. You're going to pay premium prices for that. Well, because everything is shipped in, those Western things, they're shipped in and it's going to cost you extra. I understand a lot of the distributors are from Singapore and they distribute throughout Southeast Asia. But it's at a cost because it's not cheap, to distribute, I guess. And actually, I spend a lot in the Western markets or Western stores. I spend more on Western food than we do when we go to the wet market and buy our meat and fish and chicken and that kind of stuff and fruits and vegetables. So that kind of gives you an idea, that. If you want your Western food, budget it, okay? The next thing I want to talk about is boredom. Yeah, believe it or not, boredom. You just get here and all that, and you enjoy it for the first couple months, and then you just kind of get bored of the same routine. You have no hobby, you have no friends. You need kind of like something to take care of your time. So, have a hobby before you retire, I mean, this goes for not just here, but anywhere when you retire. Something to occupy your time. You get tired of watching TV, sitting around the house, kind of have no friends. So, I mean, what are you going to do about that? That's another one, friends, I'm going to give you an example, and this kind of goes into the expat bubble syndrome, okay? An example, you just got retired, you sold everything at home, maybe you're freshly divorced, and you come over here, you don't have to work, you got all this money now, and it's just really easy to get entangled in some of the vices that you had in the past, or it's really super easy here. If you come over here and I want to change my life a little bit, I don't want to drink as much, I want to quit smoking, I don't want to do this, do that, you really got to work at it sometimes because it's easy. It's very easy to fall in this kind of trap. So let's say, okay, you just got here, now you want to make some friends. Well, the easiest way to make friends is with other expats because they speak the language. Okay, and that you kind of get into that expat bubble there by doing that. And let's just say your friend says, hey, well, what are you doing tonight? I'm going to go meet some of my buddies. I want you to meet them. So you go to the bar and you have a fun time. You meet some really nice people, and it just keeps on going and going. Oh, I'll go out there and meet them again. I'm John and Bill and Bob, whatever. So, then you end up spending more and more time at the bar. Just give you an idea here. Like, the beer is cheap. You can go to mom and pop shop around the corner, say almost every corner, and you can get a cold beer for 63 cents. Regular normal can of beer, 63 cents, really. So that's easy, about $13 a case. It's easy. It's available. It's ready. It's there. And also like cigarettes. Now I heard from my Aussie friends in Australia, they pay up to $40 for a pack of cigarettes. That's like $2 a cigarette. Here in Cambodia, you can get it from, well, it depends on what you smoke, anywhere from 25 cents Yes, you heard me correctly, 25 cents to like 75 cents, a dollar. And that's pretty darn cheap if you're trying to quit. It might be a little bit difficult. Uh, I know, of course, if you're sitting at the bar or whatever, they're going to charge you a bit more. If you're down on Soaksan Road or Pub Street, I mean, do you want to walk that 2-3 blocks over to the store and get some cheap smokes while your 75-cent draft beer is getting warm? No, they got you. They know it. They know how to play the game. So, just a heads up on that. And with the bar scene, you can really get stuck in the bar scene. A lot of people do. And they get bored at the bar scenes too, talking to the same people, drinking the same beer, sitting in the same bar stool. And of course, when you're there, there's other vices that you can readily get involved in, such as the bar girls, if you're looking for a transactional relationship, and other vices. I don't want to get too much into this, like more alcohol or drugs or whatever. So you just kind of got to be a little bit careful there. Now, this next thing I want to talk about is poverty. I'm not going to talk much about it because I am going to make a full video on this because it can get very in-depth, okay? I'm just plugging that. Yes, I'm plugging that. And this is poverty just in the city, and you'll find out when I make that other video. There's poor housing. There's some beautiful houses here for the people that have money, but the poor people in poverty, really bad housing, usually uneducated, and it's no fault of their own. So you got a lot of begging going on, and the kids come up and try to sell you things when you're on Soaksan or wherever trying to eat your dinner. That really hurts me. They should be in school, or should be at that time they should be in bed, because it's usually sometime 10, 11 o'clock at night. They're coming around. Other unlawful things that poverty will sometimes get you into. I'm not going to say that exactly what it is. I'm not going to say burglary. Oh, they got a lot of burglary over there. Well, no, not really, but just hustling and all that. And the thing is in the city, you need money to live. You have to buy your food. You're not growing it. You're not a village. Like I said, I'll cover that in a video coming up soon about poverty here in Cambodia. Now, another item that I want to talk about. Now, I've covered this before in a full video, but I just thought it'd be, again, not a lot of people cover it, so I'll cover it again there. Driving in the city, it's crazy. Driving a motorbike or driving a car, most people drive motorbikes. For every one car, there's 7 motorbikes. First thing you got to do is forget what you know about riding in your home country, because things are much different here, and much crazier too. I see crazy things on a daily basis when I drive around, and you just have to get used to that. You have to be aware of those things. And how do you learn? Well, you can go to the school, but that's not going to teach you really the rules of the road that are unwritten. You learn from the locals. Look at how the locals are driving, what they're doing, when they're doing it. Follow them. Just follow them in what they're doing. And a lot of eye contact, let them know that, hey, I'm coming to the intersection, there's no stop sign, there's no stoplight, there's no nothing, who goes first or whatever. Be compassionate, because they're all in the same boat as you are. They know that, sometimes it's difficult to do a few things, but after a while it's almost second nature. But I wouldn't be that comfortable with it, because you got to be really diligent and keep your eye out. So, yeah, compassionate driving, and that brings to the other thing about driving. If you are, and I've said this before, if you're prone to road rage on a motorbike, you're going to get hurt. Don't drive in Cambodia if you're prone to road rage, because it's going to happen. It's definitely going to happen. So, hey, I just want to say, if you're still here, you are my #1 fans, and hope to see you on the next one. Bye.